Thank you to channel member Scandinavian Kiwi. Hello cricketers, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year, happy 2025. Hope you had a fantastic end to 2024. I hope you've got some New Year's resolutions, some cricket goals planned for 2025. Let me know what your targets are for your club cricket, your international cricket, your content, whatever that might be. And I just want to take an opportunity really to run through what my plans are for 2025. It's obviously been an interesting year in 2024 with some incredible trips away to the United States, to Trinidad as well, some more commentary that I thought I was going to end up doing, which has been fantastic during 2024. And hopefully all of these are things that I'll continue to build on in 2025 as my career is, I guess, whatever it is I am at the moment, just develops, which is exciting, and I'm grateful. I'm incredibly grateful to all of you that have been part of it from the very beginning. I'm grateful to you more so that have been part of it whilst we've been rebuilding these channels and developing the new branches of the career as well. So thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I'm genuinely grateful for your support and the fact that you're here clicking on these videos and watching these pieces of content. So yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is obviously the videos, the YouTube channel. I suppose the thing that I'm best known for across all of the different bits and pieces that I do. Obviously it's getting on for about 2 years now that since the kind of the rug was pulled from underneath me. And it's been a tough rebuild, let's be honest. It has. The views on the videos haven't been as I've been used to, which I think is a little bit unfair because I think the content going out on the channel is still up there with the very best cricket content on the internet at the minute. But we're going and we're sticking with it, and I'm grateful for you guys that are enjoying it. I'm enjoying making it, and it will continue in 2025. But it is going to change a little bit, as it obviously you'd expect it to. First of all, I kind of felt like during 2024 things started to get a little bit repetitive. I felt like I bought a lot of secondhand or rubbish cricket bats and ended up testing them, and I would imagine people probably saw a similar kind of video most times. I did try and mix it up a few times, and I did have a lot of fun doing it. Like the £100 to buy all those cricket bats that I filmed with Gareth was great fun. But actually, how many times can you go and buy a £20 cricket bat from Sports Direct and expect to see a different result? So it will change, and it will be mixed up, and there will be a variety of content coming over 2024, 25 even, and it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. The Road to 100 series, which started last year, obviously I didn't get it, but I felt like I made some progress. I made some improvements. I had some good sessions. What I'm planning to do for the Road to 100 in 2025 is almost make them as monthly video documentaries, so to speak. So it'd be more of a diary vlog type situation, with GoPro footage, with sideline footage, with footage from Saturdays, footage from Sundays, footage from midweek games, footage from coaching sessions, footage from nets, all those kind of things, all kind of amalgamated into one, and maybe kind of putting it together as a bit more of a longer piece of content, which hopefully then will provide a bit more context rather than, oh no, Dan snicked off or been bowled for 3 again or something, and oh, how on earth am I going to make this over 8 minutes long so that I can get some mid-rolls in it? But yeah, I want to be honest with you, and I think that's important. So that is my plan with the Road to 100. I'm looking forward to it. Winter nets did start at the end of 24, but a bit of a kind of get-together type thing, and I think I went once or twice, so I didn't take the cameras, but with permission from the club, I'll take some cameras along to the winter nets in this year, with some coaching sessions and things like that from various different people, which will be good fun. Content here at the desk, which, as you can see in the background here, it's a bit of a blank kind of canvas at the minute, and I think a lot of that is to do with the fact that the position of this camera. But there will be some more content filmed here in the office at home. A lot of that's going to be to do with the fact that as I'm getting older, the content will change. It will have to change. Obviously, backyard cricket, for example, the older that you get, the less appropriate that starts to look, and all those other kind of good, sensible things like that. But I've got some good ideas for that kind of content. I've got videos planned of whether Joe Root can overtake Sachin Tendulkar. I want to see what we can play around with AI and see if we can predict series results and squads and things like that. I want to review team of the years. I want to do a lot more of things like that. Not particularly hugely analytical, because I think there are people out there that are better than that than me, but actually from a fan's perspective, continue to be able to look into those pieces of content and kind of provide some entertainment, hopefully, for that when we look ahead to obviously a big year with England playing India and then the Ashes. There's a Champions Trophy, I think, as well. The IPL obviously will happen as it does once a year for about 3 months of it. So that's going to be important, and I need to obviously put some few things up on the wall in the background to make this look a little bit more enjoyable as a background, and probably close that door and lift the camera up a little bit so I'm not looking down into the lens, which is a bit rank as a camera view, isn't it, really? But anyway, there we go. So there's that. What's next? Variation in style, I think I've mentioned, but there will be the road to 100 will continue. The I Faced 100 balls will continue. The desk content will obviously be an addition, or the office content will be an addition. If you've got any ideas for that, then please let me know what they are. Collaborations with players, with content creators as well, they will continue, but it will just hopefully be a bit more of an amalgamation of different pieces of content, and hopefully a little bit more as well. So there might be 1 or 2 uploads a week rather than just the one on a Sunday, which is good. Also, the other thing that I'm focusing on a little bit now, because it feels like content creation, particularly in cricket, because that's the only content creation I really look at, but it's changed a lot. YouTube, I think, is always going to be an incredibly tough cookie to crack for cricket. I think for a number of different reasons, whether that's monetization, whether it's ability, whatever that might be. I think cricket on YouTube is going to be an incredibly tough cookie to crack for anybody. And to think that there are a couple of people, including myself, that have managed to go full-time on YouTube making content has been remarkable, really. So fair play to everybody that's been able to do that. But TikTok is something, Instagram is something that I think we're seeing a huge swing towards. There's a lot of cricket content going on there that's clearly a lot quicker to make, a lot easier to make. So there will be some focus on there as well. So if you're not following me on any of those platforms, go and do so. It's at danjads_. There'll be a lot of stuff on TikTok, some Instagram things as well. Whether that's highlights from videos, whether it's bespoke content that goes out, whether it's daily reviews, whether it's daily vlogs, things like that. They'll be quick and easy, they'll be nice to make, and they'll go up on those platforms. So as I say, if you're not following me there, go and do so. Trips and goals for 2025. Well, everything is a bit up in the air at the minute. I haven't actually got anything planned for 2025. There was an initial conversation about going back out to the United States in March, but I haven't heard anything more from there yet. So that's a bit of I don't know what's going on that front. Unfortunately, I can't go to the Fans World Cup in Sri Lanka with the Barmy Army. It clashes with one of the Northants games at the start of April, which I'll talk about in a minute. So there won't be a trip to Sri Lanka this year with the Barmy Army, which again is a shame. Trinidad, I've still got 3 videos left from Trinidad from 2024 actually, so they will kind of kick off 2025. So I hope you're looking forward to seeing those. And hopefully that will be a trip that I'll be able to make again in 2025 with Josh and with Jonno, with a few others as well. I've had a chat with Amir Jangu. I believe Akil Hussain, if he's around, would be keen to do some things as well. So hopefully that's possible, assuming that schedules line up and people are available and things like that. Then I'll get myself back on a BA flight over to Trinidad, which sounds awful, doesn't it? And make some more content over in Trinidad with Josh and a few other people on the island of Trinidad, which isn't cool, which is cool, incredibly cool. But the big goal for 2025 is going to be the Ashes, 25-26 down in Australia, for a number of different reasons, really. One being it's an absolute bucket list experience for any cricket fan. I think any England cricket fan to go and enjoy the Ashes in Australia. I did go to Australia way back in 2008 for about 7 days, so it's somewhere that I've never really been before or spent any time. Obviously, I've built up friendships with people from Australia, whether that's in person, whether it's online. So it'd be great to be able to go and kind of meet some people and see them and make some content with them as well, which would be really cool. And obviously the Ashes, the content there should be pretty great, shouldn't it? The other thing as well, obviously now I am 35 years old now at the start of 2025, and if I want to go to Australia and make some content, actually me playing cricket and getting involved in those kind of things, then actually this could be the last opportunity really to go and do that before obviously in 4 years time, which I don't really want to think about, but not potentially the smartest thing to do to leave it another 4 years. So that is my big goal for 25-26, and I hope with the support of obviously yourselves, with the support from other kind of revenue streams and things like that, that it will be entirely possible to be able to go and do that. So I'm excited. Then obviously the other bits and pieces for 2025, commentary is now quite a big part of my career, which I never thought it would be when I first started kind of putting my face in front of cameras. But my retainer for Northants has been extended all the way through to the end of the 2025 season, which is amazing. So I'll be back at Wantage Road throughout 25, doing all 3 formats for the county. The Blast obviously is so much fun. The Championship is brilliant. The One Day Cup are some long days. They are some long days after you've got up at about 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning to drive up to Northampton to make sure you're ready to go for a 10:30 start in August. But I'm excited for it. I'm enjoying it. It's starting to feel like home there as well. It's starting to feel like my team that I support, which is great. The lads are fantastic. There should be some more content with some of the players as well throughout the course of 25, as well as some content for Northants, as well as part of that retainer, which is good, and I'm looking forward to it and I'm excited. The other thing as well, obviously more commentary opportunities. I'm actively kind of pursuing those at the minute, whether that's for another county, whether it's for one of the women's county sides now, which is entirely possible. I did a couple of England-India deaf games last summer, so potentially there's a contact there to be able to get back in contact with. And obviously then there would be thoughts and hopes then to be able to get in contact with some of these kind of pop-up franchise leagues around the world, to be able to take my voice and my creation and things like that overseas and be able to make some more kind of memories and content for you guys and commentate on some different cricket and things like that, which would be really, really cool if that's possible. So as I said, look, I've waffled for about 10 minutes. I'm incredibly grateful to you and for your support and to be here to watch these videos. I appreciate this isn't the most exciting one to watch or listen to, but I wanted to give a bit of a summary as to what my plans are for 2025. So look, Happy New Year to you. I hope you have a fantastic 2025. I'm excited for the content. I'm excited for this journey to continue to keep developing. Yes, it's a bit stressful at times, but I wouldn't really have it any other way. So look, thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.